going on, people? Your boy Retro Gamer, delivering you another video. Welcome to Retro Recap Edition 28. Haven't done a vlog Retro Recap in some time now. And this video is basically, as you're going to see in the title, is going to be called Can Graphics Make a Bad Game Better? And this is pretty much video responses to everyone out there who's been doing videos on this topic recently. And I'm going to go ahead and chime in. Let me go ahead and start off with an example of this, or correlation here. You walk into let's say a condo. You get a blueprint of the condo on the outside. Beautiful. Has everything that you need, everything that you're looking for. You get inside, you see that, you know, this needs to be repaired, the bathroom needs to be repaired, you know, it has occasional leaks. Kitchen looks like it just, you know, just trash from, you know, this is flat out garbage. You know, still got, you know, cracks in the wall, scratches and stuff. The door frame, you know, from the inside, the basement looks a mess. You know, well, not even just a condo, just a regular house. But based off the blueprint that you got on the outside, you thought it was good. You thought it looked good, you know. You get inside and you're like, you know, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? What did I get myself into? That's what this correlation is like. A pretty game does not equal a pretty gameplay. And let me give you a couple of examples of this. A couple of games that I've recently bought within the last year or so. Let's start off with the recent game that I got, which was Ultimate Tenkaichi 2. The graphics look amazing. Amazing. Anybody who's seen my gameplay, you watch that thing in HD, that shit is amazing. Flat out amazing. You play the game, what the hell is this? There's like 3 combos on the whole game. Literally 3 combos the whole game. The story mode is a little bit more enhanced than Rage and Blast 2, but it's still not a good game. So for all those people out there who are notoriously known for buying a game off a trailer, you know, without doing any further research, are the main ones who get disappointed when they get the game and they find out this is not what I wanted, this is a piece of shit. Another example, Crisis 2. Best looking game. It was best looking game on console. You play it. Hit detection issues. This motion control issues. It felt like it was stiff at times. You know, I would know. I mean, I played this game. You know, I thought this game was going to be, you know, I don't even say a Call of Duty killer. I don't think it was going to be a Call of Duty killer. But I mean, the campaign itself was exciting, but the multiplayer lacked a lot of things. So if I was to look at that game and say, you know, well, mainly because I bought Crisis 2 mainly for both, I thought the multiplayer would be a little bit more enhanced than what it was. I bought that game off for those 2 reasons. But if I were to look at that trailer and say, damn, this shit looks awesome, like the graphics on point, pixels very sharp, very sharp. You can't see any pixels in there. And then you get the game and you're like, oh, this issue, that issue, this issue, that issue, this issue, that issue. You can't see that off a trailer. When the developers make trailers, they're only going to show you the highlights of the game. They're not going to show you the full game, which is why you have to do research, which is why you watch people's gameplay of a video before you actually buy the game. You know, which is what I always do. And the only games that I get on release date are ones that I'm sure are going to, you know, appease me, such as games like Gears of War, and I bought Sonic Generations, because those games I knew were going to, you know, from release date, were going to be something that I would like to play. Batman Arkham City, another great game. Arkham City, that's why Arkham City scores so high, is because it has a kick-ass quality, graphic-wise, and then the AI, and then the free motion, you can go anywhere, makes the game basically one of the best games out there. Free roaming combined with great AI, unpredictable AI, good voiceover, good story mode. It has everything to make that game good. You know, you can't base a game off of just graphics alone, because you'll be disappointed. Look back in time. You know, I'm a retro gamer. Look back in time. The older games on Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Their graphics, well, if you're comparing them today, obviously there's no comparison. But if just looking back at those graphics, those graphics weren't really all that sharp at all. I mean, obviously we know why, because things were back in 480 back then. There was no HD back then. But they had a fun factor to the game that made the game fun. Now I'm only going to talk about games that I played. Let's go to the 64. Super Mario 64. Very, you know, pixelated, very, you can see, you know, squares and triangles, but it doesn't matter. The game itself was very entertaining, adventurous. It kept you wanting to play the game. Donkey Kong 64, another great adventure game that I beat, by the way. Again, that's one of the games where if I could go back and play, I would. You know, those games are very good. Let's go to, obviously, Sonic, Sega on the Sega. Sonic Adventure and the old classic Sonic game, where graphics weren't the main focus. It was all about, you know, the gameplay. And I don't mind playing a good game if the gameplay is good. The graphics, you know, as long as they're not shitty to the point where it is awful, where you can't see anything, it's blurry. If the gameplay is good, I'm going to play it. It's as simple as that. I'm going to play the game. You know, now these new console games, generation games, they're putting too much of an emphasis on how the game looks instead of how the game plays, which is why you get Call of Duty. I mean, it can be addictive at times, but it's very repetitive. You know, very repetitive. You know, Black Ops didn't look. To me, I still think Black Ops is better than Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2. I mean, every Call of Duty has issues with it, but as you're talking about this gameplay sense, I think Black Ops, people talk about Black Ops Spawns are terrible, Black Ops, the FAMAS is overpowered. Well, look at Infinity Ward. The UMP in Modern Warfare 2 was a sniper, a shotgun, and a submachine gun all in one. It was an all-in-one package. Then, you know, you got the intervention, quick scoping mess, stopping power. The ACR was Jesus. You know, Black Ops had the FAMAS and the AK-74U. But it had no stopping power. It had no, just imagine stopping power on the FAMAS on Black Ops. You shoot them 2 times, they're dead. In their ankle. So, come on, be real. You know, that's what pisses me off about people is when they say Modern Warfare 2 is a faster paced game. But if you look deep down, Modern Warfare has more issues than Black Ops did. But, you know, I'm not going to go there. This video is not about comparison of the two. The point of this video is that if us gamers judge games off of trailers, we're going to be wasting our money, because you're going to buy it off of looks, which is the whole point of why they developed trailers in the first place, is to show you that it's a pretty picture game. You buy it, you're disappointed, you're ready to take it back. Well, you know, coming up from what I'm hearing on the 360, you won't be able to play used games. So if you buy these games new, and there won't be no way to, you know, buy a used game. You're going to have to buy a new game. So, you know, you're going to be wasting your money, you know. So, I mean, I would rather play a game that has great gameplay over graphics. So let's say 70% of the game is made for the gameplay and 30% is made for graphics. I could do that. Then have 90% graphics and 10% gameplay. If you're gonna put 90% of your effort into quality, as far as graphics wise, and 10% into gameplay, then what am I playing? I'm playing shit. I'm playing shitty gameplay, but it looks good. So it looks good, so I mean it's acceptable. It looks good, you know. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So yeah, and a lot of people come to me talking about, you know, is this game good? Is this game good? Well, do your research. You know, I'm just one person. All I can tell you is my opinion. I'm going to tell you my opinion, but there's a lot of games that I said were trash that I think people enjoy, like Tenkaichi. People said Tenkaichi is a great game. In my personal opinion, I think it just looks good. I think it's trash to me, which is why I don't upload much gameplay footage of it. But I don't think the game, it satisfies me. I think Raging Blast gives me more gameplay and a little bit more graphics than Tenkaichi would. So yeah, if developers keep, you know, manipulating our minds with these trailers, we're going to be wasting our money, because we're just buying it for the pretty picture. Pretty pictures don't satisfy me when the game has no gameplay. You know, Gears of War is a little bit balanced. It has good graphics, The gameplay is a little bit iffy, but I can still play it. Call of Duty I can only play sparingly. Tenkaichi I don't play at all. Sonic Generations has beautiful graphics and beautiful gameplay. The problem with the game was that it was short. You know, and those are games that I just play. I play Uncharted, which I thought was a pretty good gameplay, and the graphics are pretty good too. So that's my preference. That's my video response to all this stuff. There is no way in hell that you can. There's no way. There's no way how you can say that a pretty looking game makes a game better. It only makes only if the game was already good gameplay wise can a pretty game make a game overall better. But if the game is shit, gameplay is shit, the graphics are not going to make it better. It's going to jump it about what, a half a point. You know, it's not going to, like 0.5. It's not going to give it nothing extreme value to it. You know, which is why I always put a preference on gameplay. But yeah, guys, that is Retro Recap Edition 28. You leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. For those expecting the Raging Blast 2 tournament, I'm going to be leaving all the info in this video down below. And I'm going to be making a video very soon about what's going on. So until next time, peace.